Good morning, and welcome to Coffee with Art. A few minutes in the morning where I hope to urge discussion, specifically about how to end the two-party divide. I think it's atrocious. It's dividing the country. It's come between people, friends. So if you're one of the people who's disgusted with the two-party system, you're in the right place. Hopefully we can have a nice discussion and stimulate some thought. And you know what? If you stay away from the partisan arguments, you stay away from the issues that the Democrats and the Republicans are already tearing to shreds, it is possible to have discussion. But I seriously don't believe it's possible if you take up the viewpoints of either the Democrats or the Republicans. Because as soon as you do, somebody else is going to pick up the gauntlet and you got a battle, end of discussion. So let's have a discussion. You know, the political system wasn't meant to be the way that it is. It's become corrupted. And probably the biggest example of a corrupt political system was the Tammany Hall thing with Boss Tweed. Of course, there's others in contention as well. But in spite of the fact I believe he was totally corrupt, he did speak the truth because he had all his bases covered. He didn't have to worry. And he said, I don't care who does the electing, so long as I get to do the nominating. Just think about that. I don't care who does the electing, so long as I get to do the nominating. And what's happened in America is we only have two choices, first of all, because the Democrats and the Republicans have contrived, they control all the state legislatures, and the Constitution mandates the Electoral College, but what most people don't realize is it leaves the selection of the delegates up to the individual states. Well, who controls the state legislatures? The same people who are controlling the national election. So they have winner-take-all rules. And by doing so, the Democrats and the Republicans both ensure that a third party or an alternative party will never really succeed, because if you're starting a new party, you might be able to win one congressional district or two at the start. But you'll never be able to get over 50% in a state. Therefore, you're eliminated from the Electoral College. And this is why basically everybody in the country believes that a vote for a third party is a wasted vote. Okay, now think about what we just said. Why is it a wasted vote? Because the two parties have contrived, and they have 48 out of the 50 states have winner-take-all rules. Any third party, any alternative to those who do the nominating are eliminated from contention. You know, when Ross Perot got 20% of the vote and 0 Electoral College votes, there should have been a real movement in the population that was infuriated. Certainly everybody of those 20% should have been just absolutely disgusted. Because now the conclusion ever since has been that any vote for any third party is an absolute waste, and it can only change the balance between the other two. How sad. Seriously. You have more choices in toilet paper than you do in political candidates. We have Boss Tweed left and Boss Tweed right, and they're putting out candidates, and you get to choose. It's multiple choice, A or B. Corporate candidate A or corporate candidate B. We need to change it. So, oh yeah, I got to be remembering to show this. This is my book, and what's wrong with the political system is very complex, and so that's why you write a book. I try to give a little snippet of thought stimulation in these discussions, and they're bits and pieces that I relate to in more detail in the book. So I hope at some point you'll become interested in reading, I guess I should say the name, Political Cocaine, How America Got Hooked on the Two-Party System and How to Intervene. I seriously believe it's very similar to any other addiction. And so I hope you'll find the book interesting, but more than that, I hope you will have a discussion and you will avoid the partisan arguments. You know, when we have a partisan divide like we do, what they always center in is the differences in each one of us. And I truly believe that everyone listening to this, everyone throughout the world, is an individual. And it's gotten to the point where so many people feel if they're not in total agreement with somebody. And I just really, if you're not in total agreement, you're the enemy. I just have such a trouble, I have so much trouble comprehending that, you know? I mean, if you're not in total agreement, aren't you still 98% in agreement? Or 90? Or 85? Maybe 80. I mean, if you've got that much in common, you've got way more in common than not in common. Just think about it. All right, I hope you have a great day today. Every day is a gift. That's why they call it the present. So I hope you can unwrap today's present with someone significant. Have a great day.